God, this makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm not getting this at all. Didn't Eric say he found a music tutor to help us?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Lassen mich los!
Bach is the music tutor?
How's this guy supposed to help us with fugues for that test tomorrow? He doesn't look all that smart.
Fugues? I love fugues!
Great, you can help us pass our test. Where should we start?
Well, why not start by writing one? First things first. We start with a lone musical idea, which will be the groundwork for the entire masterpiece. This begins a single melody line that we can call the subject of the fugue. The first event in every fugue is the statement of the subject on one line, with one voice, with no accompaniment. It is forever alone. The second event to occur in a fugue is the answer, the imitation of the subject, usually at the level of the dominant, in another voice. When you see the consistent return of a particular counterpoint with the subject or answer, this counterpoint is termed the countersubject. A bridge is the short passage that might appear in the exposition, connecting the answer with the next subject statement to modulate back to the key of the tonic. The exposition ends when the final voice has completed its statement of the subject or answer. Now, the section of the fugue following the exposition is called the development. In the development, the subject appears either in single isolated statements called single entries, or in successive statements in two or more voices called entry groups. A stretto is an entry group that contains overlapping statements of the subject. Episodes are passages where the complete subject is absent. Now, you tell me, what are contrapuntal devices?
Repetition of a melodic figure by the same voice, but at a different pitch level, is called sequence.
Yeah, and?
I know imitation appears in different voices restating or imitating the other voices, same pitch or level or an octave different.
Very good.
So, small bits and pieces of motives are called fragmentations because they're just bits of the subject?
What's the motive? I remember. It's a short, memorable, melodic idea, shorter than a subject or answer, that reappears throughout the piece.
Duh. Anyways, augmentation is lengthening note values of the original motive. By the same logic, shortening the note value of the motive is diminution.
Could a mirror image of the motive's original form be called melodic inversion?
You're darn right it is!
I know. Invertible counterpoint is one where the counterpoint is constructed in such a way that the lower part may become the higher part, and vice versa through the transposition of one or both lines. So now that we know these elements, how do we end the dang thing?
Fine, I'll tell you. As in most compositions, fugues end in the home key, and they may do so with an episode, a single entry, or an entry group. If a fugue ends with an entry group, the term recapitulation applies. An entry group that follows the exposition and resembles it contains a complete statement of the subject by each voice and is in the home key is called counter-exposition. A post-cadential extension at the end of the fugue is called a coda.
Alright, now enough of dissecting this fugue. Let's hear it.
Now we can all pretend to be famous composers. You can be Beethoven. I'll be back.